Welcome to the PRP Sports Show, the official podcast of Pleasure Ridge Park High School Athletics. In each episode, we bring you exclusive stories and interviews featuring our coaches and athletes. If you're a fan of PRP Sports, be sure to bookmark or subscribe so you don't miss a single episode. Thanks for listening. Here's the latest installment of the PRP Sports Show.
Welcome back to the PRP Sports Show. Today we have Greg Coe and Hank Barnes, and today we're going to do a Super Bowl preview show. We're so excited for the Super Bowl. Too bad Greg, San Francisco 49ers took the L, but, he can always pull for Philadelphia and the Alabama football team that's getting ready to play on Sunday.
I just want to say one thing, Greg. San Francisco 49ers, what happened? What happened, Greg? How did you lose to the Eagles?
Okay. Well, the first thing I would say is 4 quarterbacks injured this year. 4 on the first play of our offensive drive. I mean, I'm still happy about the season either way. I'm proud that we won 11 straight games going into with a rookie Mr. Irrelevant pick quarterback. So either way, I'm happy. I'm proud of them, cheering for the Eagles because my stepdad's an Eagles fan. So there you go, Waddell.
I know I said Alabama because we got 4 Alabama players on the Eagles.
I say that, Greg, and I can't really speak. My team didn't even make the playoffs. So, as I said here in the notes, both quarterbacks nursing injuries. Mahomes with the ankle sprain and Hurts with a shoulder injury. It'll be interesting to see how. Of course, I think he'll be fine. He's always. It's Super Bowl. Mahomes. I mean, he's playing through that. I mean, his leg could be falling off, and that dude would play through. I'm sure he can be. He'll be all right. Little team preview here. Of course, we all know Kansas City, best quarterback in the league. Not even close, in my opinion. And might be on track to be the best QB of all time. Another hot take, I guess. Patrick Mahomes, of course, he'll be throwing to Kelsey, his number one target. They go into the Super Bowl with a 16-3 record. Mahomes this year, 5,250 yards, 41 touchdown passes, absolutely incredible. And he didn't have Tyreek Hill, who got traded in the offseason. So, his weapons include rookie Isaiah Pacheco. I can't pronounce that. And Juju Smith-Schuster and Marquise Valdez-Scantling. I'm looking forward to seeing the Chiefs go to work. I'm not really a Chiefs fan, but they're my pick. So, yeah.
Greg, so you pulling for the NFC, so you can preview the Eagles?
Yeah. I want the NFC to win, obviously. So, just like the Chiefs, they are the number one seed in the NFC, and they've been the number one seed and number one team the whole year, starting off with that amazing 11-0 start. And that 16-3, they coming in after beating the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Giants in their playoff way. And even though Mahomes would likely win MVP, Jalen Hurts was the front runner for most of the year until having a late season injury. That he will most likely be a finalist for that award. But that offense has nothing but weapons on it. You got the running backs, Miles Sanders, Keith Gainwell, Boston Scott, and then you got Dallas Goedert with the tight end. And then talk about the offensive line. This might be the best offensive line in the NFL with Jason Kelsey, All-Pro, Lane Johnson, All-Pro, and all the rest of them guys on that offensive line. Then the wide receivers, a lot of people was giving Howie Roseman, the Eagles GM, a lot of slack before this year. Before he got A.J. Brown from the Titans and gave him a big contract. Of course, he drafted Devontae Smith, and they both has been excellent this year for the Eagles and led to the Hurts being the most efficient passer in the league. So, and then next.
I think that's definitely where the Eagles get the Chiefs is the running game. As you can tell, I mean, you just look at who you got. It's definitely a huge difference. I think that's one thing to touch on. So,
but also they're not just a one-sided team because their defense has been locked down all year, especially with their defensive line pretty much having all Pro Bowlers with Hassan Reddick. You got Brandon Graham. You got even the Dominican Suits coming off the bench. That's how you know they have a loaded defensive line with Jordan Davis and all them guys down there. Then you got the linebackers with T.J. Edwards having a solid year, and Nakobe Dean having a great rookie year. Then the DBs where you have Darius Slay and James Bradbury on different sides where it's kind of like a no-fly zone with C.J. Gardner and Johnson, the rest of the secondary. So I think I feel like that Mahomes is the better quarterback in this Super Bowl, but I feel like the Eagles, how they gonna win is because of their trenches. Their offensive line is probably one of the best in the league, and their defensive line is one of the best in the league, which is Kansas City is a little mediocre on both sides of the ball in that aspect. So as long as they can control the trenches, run, and we always say in the playoffs, running and defense travels everywhere.
You know what else travels? Being able to squat 600 pounds, and Jalen Hurts can squat 600 pounds. You ever seen that video of him squatting 600 pounds?
For a quarterback is incredible.
Yeah, there was an interview with him where he was talking about his dad was a power lifter, and he would compete with his dad. And one day he finally put like 5 pounds more. Looked over at his dad and was like, "I got you." Yeah, so that's pretty good.
That's awesome.
Super Bowl 57 will feature two of the top quarterbacks in the league with Jalen Hurts. He's number 3 ranked quarterback in NFL, quarterback rating of 73.3 according to statistics for the Eagles, and Patrick Mahomes, number 5 ranked quarterback in NFL, quarterback rating of 71 for the Chiefs. Both quarterbacks are nursing injuries. Mahomes has a high ankle sprain and hurt his rehabbing his shoulder, but I think they're both going to be 100% for the game. And did you know it's the first time in the Super Bowl history that there's 2 African-American quarterbacks playing against each other? That's good.
If you think about it, like that's actually like I saw that I think on like Instagram. I was like, wow, it's just like, because you never would have thought that, and then it's crazy. So
yeah,
it's also the first time that 2 brothers will be facing off.
Yeah, how about that?
That's a special moment. I forgot who it was. It might have been, they have a podcast together. The Kelsey, I don't know what it's called, but
I know. Well, it's called the New Heights podcast. It's actually a good podcast.
It is.
I think I don't know who it was. It was either one of the 2. Talking about how their mom can't lose in this situation. So one of them, will be a winner. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, this Super Bowl is filled with a lot of narratives. Obviously, the first quarterback, black quarterback matchup in the Super Bowl. You got the Kelsey brothers, and also we got Andy Reid returning and playing against Philadelphia again after a lot of years in Philadelphia where he had a lot of success. But at the end of the day, it wasn't good enough for him to keep his job. So definitely going to be a lot of emotions flying high in this game.
Yeah, Andy Reid, he wears that mustache well, doesn't he? He kind of looks like Coach Miller used to when Coach Miller.
He does remind me of Coach Miller. Yeah. I was looking at him the other day and I was like, who does that look like? And then I think now you said it, yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish I could have a mustache like that. But,
yeah. Speaking of the Kelsey brothers, the All-Pro Kelsey brothers will be facing each other. Travis Kelsey is Patrick Mahomes' favorite target at tight end, and Jason Kelsey, who is a center and leader of the Eagles, is an offensive lineman. So
yeah,
it's gonna be exciting
both
to watch.
Really, really good players, and both huge dudes. But I don't know how tall each of them are, but well over 6 feet.
Yeah. Another surprising fact that many fans may not realize is that special teams is usually a critical part of the game, but probably not this year. Out of 32 NFL teams, the Eagles were 31st and the Chiefs were 32nd. So don't bet on the special teams if you're betting on this one.
No.
Yeah. So who do you like in the Super Bowl? What do you think the final score will be? Hank, you going first?
Shoot. I mean, I know like odds in Vegas, I know it's all like 50-50. It's just such a 50-50 game. There's no one team. I would say like I'm going like 28-14 Kansas City.
Well, for my picks, I mean, I said in the previous episode of this podcast that the NFC champion will win the Super Bowl, and I still agree with that. So I'm gonna go Philly 34, Kansas City 28.
That's a good pick. I like Philadelphia to win it 31-17. I think Jalen Hurts and Devontae are just too good. I don't think they'll be able to stop Devontae Smith. He'll have a couple big catches, and I think Jalen will run a touchdown in. I think Jalen will run a touchdown throw too.
It wasn't a catch.
Okay. It's always a catch with Devontae.
It wasn't a catch.
Okay, here's a trivia question. Which teams have never played in the Super Bowl? Can y'all pick that?
Lions and Browns.
Lions and Browns are two of them. There's four
That haven't played in the Super Bowl?
that have not.
It's funny because I actually.
Yeah. I've looked at it, so I'm not gonna answer it. So
It's Lions, Browns, Texans, Jaguars.
Correct. That's a pretty good stat there. Who has the most Super Bowl losses?
Vikings. It has to be. No, ooh.
it's a tie for first. The Vikings are second, actually.
Is it New England and Denver, right? Buffalo's lost a bunch of times too.
Oh, yeah, because you have to make that a lot to get there.
I haven't looked at the second page, so these questions I can answer.
Buffalo is 0-4 in the Super Bowl. Too bad they didn't make it this year. They'd have been 0-5. So, yeah. Which city has hosted the most Super Bowls?
You want to answer this? This one's easy.
I feel like I'm gonna get it wrong, Greg. So you can go ahead.
It's mine.
I was thinking Miami.
It's
Like,
Miami.
I was thinking either that or LA. I was thinking either that or LA.
11 times. No, New Orleans is second.
It was second.
They hosted 10 of them.
The Mercedes Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, who won the very first Super Bowl?
Green Bay. Your team, hey?
Green Bay? That's always on. You always hear that. You always hear that's everything they anytime they talk
They
about
won
Super Bowl.
like two. Well, they won it all those before it was even the Super Bowl. When it was just
With the NFL,
Yeah, the NFL championship,
Now, the
yeah.
Browns and Lions was the NFL championship demons.
Here's a stat that's not on the sheet. A question on the sheet: who is the only NFL team to go undefeated and win the Super Bowl?
Dolphins. Yep.
You got that?
Mm-hmm.
I used to be a Dolphins fan when I was younger. So, good
Every
job.
once in a while, I'll get a trivia question.
Good job.
A little one.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to watch. Both teams are so good, so talented. It's going to be one of the best Super Bowls ever.
Thanks again for listening to the PRP Sports Show. For daily updates and schedules, search PRP Athletics on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Until next time, go Ridge.